question is actually one of the most asked questions. That is, how to believe in Krishna. How do I be totally sure of Krishna's presence? How do I know that Krishna is always there for me and he is actually helping me out in every endeavor that I do? You know, I totally feel that right now, most of us, the situation that we all have is something like this. When things are going as per my wishes, then I would be extremely thankful for Krishna. Like if I'm getting good marks in my class, if I am getting a good job, or if I get lots of promotions in my job, then I would be extremely thankful for him. And then I would pray, thank you so much, my dear Krishna. I know you're always there for me. Please kindly keep helping me the way you are doing right now. But when situations are not exactly going on according to my plans, then what would I think? I would think, क्या पता कृष्ण है या नहीं है? Who knows whether God exists or not? Who knows if he is listening to me or not? Even if he is listening to me, he is anyway not helping me out. So I'm not sure whether he does exist or not. So this happens with all of us, right? Is that really faith? I don't think so. You know, the faith that we have right now, the kind of faith that we have, it is actually circumstantial. It is based on circumstances, bahari paristitiyan, the outer situations that we find ourselves in. So now comes the most basic, the most foundational question of spirituality, which is how to believe in Krishna. And in this video, we are actually going to try to answer this question, and we are also going to discuss those practical ways which we can definitely inculcate in our day-to-day life, in our routine, in order to make that faith even stronger. So without any further delay, let us begin with this video. Hari Hari Bol! You know, I love to give this example. Supposing there's a cup of milk in front of me and I ask you, can you show me butter inside the milk? Well, then you'll tell me, Kavya, on the face of it, butter is not really visible. But that doesn't mean that butter is already not present inside the milk. But then I'll ask you, then what is the way by which I can actually look at the butter? Then you'll say, well, there's a process that you need to follow which is known as churning, or in Hindi what we call as mathna, manthan karna. So after applying the process of churning, you will observe that butter would emanate from the milk. Well, this is the exact situation. On the face of it, our situations may hint that Krishna is not really there, that God is not present. But does that mean that God is really not present? In order to have faith, you need to have experience. Just like in order to have that faith that butter is present inside the milk, you need to experience it yourself, that by applying the process, butter can actually be obtained from the milk. So, in order to have a staunch faith, you need to have a personalized experience yourself. Now, how does that experience come? You have to apply the process. Well, in the particular case, we applied the process which is known as churning. We actually took a rod or probably an electronic appliance and we did the process of churning. So we have to apply the process. Only after we apply the process of churning can we observe that butter actually comes out, which becomes an experience, and after that experience, we can have faith in the process. Similarly, in order to have faith in Krishna, we need to experience his presence. And now the question comes, how do I experience whether he's there with me or not? For that, process needs to be followed. Now, what is that process? In order to know what the process is, we need to turn back towards our Vedic scriptures, our Shastras. Now, our Vedic scriptures tell us the way how we can experience Krishna's presence in our life, which will actually help us to build that faith in his presence, which will help us to always be dependent upon his mercy. Now, what is the way? The way is 9 steps of bhakti, or what is called as Navada Bhakti. So there are basically 9 processes or 9 steps which are supposed to be followed in order to realize Krishna completely, starting from Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pad Sevanam. But for this particular video, I will restrict myself to discussing only one such ang or process of devotion, which is the very Vidhi of this Kali Yuga. In our Vedic scriptures, there's a beautiful verse which says, Hariranam, 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 Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nastev, 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 Gatir Anyatha. This is that beautiful verse which summarizes the essence of how to believe in Krishna. What is that very process, which is just like churning the milk. It is churning the milk of the heart and taking out the butter of Krishna Prem from it. Now, what is that process? It is Hariranam, 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 Eva Kevalam. There's a constant stress on Hariranam, which means that the Vidhi of Kali Yuga is only Lord's holy name, which is Harinam, 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 Eva Kevalam. Kalau Nasteva, 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 Gatiranyatha. In the age of Kali Yuga, Nasteva, there is no other way, no other way, no other way, which means that the only way which is equivalent to the process of churning, especially tailored for the age of Kali Yuga, is Harinam Sankirtan of the Lord. And the mantra which has been prescribed by Krishna himself is called the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is like this: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is that Vidhi, that particular process with which we can experience Krishna's presence in our life, and from that experience we can develop a strong faith in Krishna's plans. You know, a devotee is not that person who will request Krishna, Krishna, here is my plan, I request you to please kindly fulfill them. No. A devotee, on the other hand, would pray that Krishna, here is something that I would like to offer it to you, and if you may kindly desire, it is in your hands whether to fulfill it or to reject it. I would always be dependent only upon you, and that is my only wish. Now, this is a real devotee. He would not request Krishna to align Krishna's plans according to his desire. No. A devotee is that person who would be willing to align his own plans, his own desires, as per the sweet wish of Krishna. That is a real devotee, and this is something that all of us should aspire to become. You know, Srila Prabhupada is one such example who, even while going to America in the age of 70 years, imagine an old man in the age of 70 years, you know, he's going on a ship to America, and during that journey, he suffered 2 heart attacks. And even after getting to America, the first thing that he does is not to go to the doctor to get himself, you know, a good checkup. No. The very first thing that he cares about is to actually fulfill the order of his spiritual master, which was to preach Krishna consciousness even to the Western nations. This is faith. And there's a very beautiful poem that Srila Prabhupada wrote when he reached America. You know, there's a beautiful verse which comes in that particular poem, which is, Dear Krishna, I'm only a puppet in your hand. You please make me dance. You are my Lord, and I will dance according to your instructions. Now, this is what he wrote. And you know, the level of his devotion is actually unparalleled. We can't even think of that. But the essence of bhakti is not to imitate one spiritual master, but rather trying to follow the instructions that they have given, because those are the instructions which are actually coming from their own experience in bhakti. So those are very valuable for all of us. So to finally conclude, how to believe in Krishna, how to have a strong faith in Krishna's plans, is to actually get an experience of Krishna's presence, which will come by applying the process known as bhakti. And for the age of Kali Yuga, the process which has been prescribed is Harinam Sankirtan, which is congregational chanting of the Lord's holy name. You know, everyone comes together and they do Harinam Sankirtan. That is called the Vidhi for the age of Kali.
this transcendental vibration by chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is the sublime method for reviving our Krishna consciousness. As living spiritual soul, we are all originally Krishna conscious entities, but due to our association with matter from time immemorial, our consciousness is now polluted by material atmosphere. In this polluted concept of life, we are all trying to exploit the resources of material nature, but actually we are becoming more and more entangled in our complexities. There is no need of understanding the language of the mantra, nor there is any need of mental speculation, nor any intellectual adjustment for chanting this Mahamantra. It springs automatically from the spiritual platform, and as such, anyone can take part in this transcendental sound vibration without any previous qualification and dance in ecstasy. We have seen it practically. Even a child can take part in the chanting, or even a dog can take part in it. The chanting is exactly like genuine cry by the child for mother. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So now let me tell you some of the practical ways which we can try to inculcate in our day-to-day life, which will actually help us to get that personalized experience of Krishna's presence. Now the first thing is, try to chant Lord's holy names. The mantra that I just said, which is Hare Krishna Mahamantra, try to chant it. You can start it by simply chanting it for like 5 to 10 minutes every day. Now there is another separate video that I have made as to how to chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I will put the link of that video in the description box below. But we should start chanting the holy name of the Lord on regular basis. Another thing that we can do is that we should try to read spiritual literature, say Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So try to have this goal that I will read one verse, one shlok every day. It will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. So this was second tip. Third tip is that we can try to hear kirtans from pure devotees of the Lord. So there's a very famous and very soothing recording of Srila Prabhupada of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, in which Prabhupada is, chanting in his ecstasy this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we can try to listen to that kirtan every day. And to ultimately, we should pray to the Lord each and every day. My dear Krishna, currently I do not have even an iota of faith in you. Please kindly bless me. We can also pray this to our Sri Guru, that please kindly bless me, give me this mercy that I may just get a little faith in Krishna's presence, and may I try to align my plans according to his desire, and that would be real bhakti. So we can try to inculcate all of these practical things in our day-to-day life. Start by taking out just a little time out of your schedule, and eventually you will observe that your life would actually be taken over by Krishna, because you would never feel alone. You would always feel Krishna's presence with you. Hare Krishna, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Jai Jai Srila Prabhupada.